Hi, I'm Tom Rosella. I'm a strategic account executive with TayganPoint. I work in the pharmaceutical industry mostly, and my clients are looking at key trends in the industry, and they're considering the implication of these trends, major changes in technology, changes in regulations, opportunities, to think about how to interact with customers in very different ways. Their customers are demanding to interact in very different ways. And so as our clients in the pharmaceutical industry are considering these trends, they have to translate that into what does it imply. What does it imply to their business locally in a given country, but what does it also imply to the business on a global scale? And so historically in this industry, the interactions were predominantly driven by face-to-face interactions. Very knowledgeable sales reps that were able to go sit down with physicians and communicate about the merits of the drug, communicate about interaction issues and things like this. And of course, physicians are very interested in this information because they want to understand how to diagnose conditions and what medicines to prescribe. However, their practices are changing. As there's more pressure on them to see more patients in a given day, as there's more pressure on them to think about what they're doing in terms of running other aspects of their business, they have less time for those face-to-face interactions, yet they still require the information. So they're asking our clients in the pharmaceutical industry to really rethink alternative channels, to make available the information they need, but to do it in a way that they want the information and when they want the information. And so this is forcing our clients to reevaluate their go-to-market models, reevaluate how they engage with customers, and think about new innovative ways in which they can do that. Now early on, it was things as simple as emails and websites and portals and eventually videos and webcasts. But as technology advances, new things like social media, wearable technologies, Google Cardboard, these are all things that our clients are now thinking about. Can they be used as part of the way in which they interface with customers? And if so, what's the best way to do that? And this is all new for the industry because they now are dealing with multiple channels. They are unsure about how effective each of these channels are. They don't have the historical measurements to demonstrate the ROI on the campaigns that would be moving through the channels. And so they need advice, they need insights, they need help to think through what their strategy is. And they also have to make choices about what capabilities they want to deploy. Now, countries historically were able to build capabilities that support their local market, and each country is different. Some customers or some countries, customers in countries, really enjoy face-to-face interactions, and that's the predominant way of doing business. Other places, you see a lot of interest in digital. And so every country is different, but you need to figure out what your customers want locally. But you still need to aggregate that information and to understand what your global platforms need to look like, what global capabilities you need in place. And that's driving the need to actually rethink how you actually govern these types of investments. What capabilities you want to deploy, that next new hot technology, is it worth it in your marketplace? Is it going to really help your business achieve the ROI? And so there's forums that are emerging that we're participating in. We're help setting up and designing to help our customers get that local insight from the countries, think about the aggregate needs around the world, look at innovative new ways in which they can fulfill on the request of our clients, and make choices about what channels that they're going to move forward with. Now when you do that, you want to take one or two lead countries and you want to actually test that the technology is working. You want to prove out the actual product, and you want to then make it available for scale. So you're first moving from a pilot phase, proof of concept, and then you're scaling around the world. And these are skills that our customers, our clients, historically didn't really possess. This is new, and this is a new way of thinking. These governance models are new, and fortunate for our company, we're positioned very well to actually help our clients make these difficult choices. And that is my Taygan point of view.